Good evening. My name is Zach Ferguson. I am a senior here at George Mason, and I wanted to take the opportunity to speak with you guys tonight about leadership. Sorry I couldn't be there this afternoon to answer any questions you might have, but I did want to have the opportunity to share my experience and tell you how awesome leadership is and why you should attend. Lisa, any questions for me?
Yes, Zach. My first question for you is, why did you choose to go to leadership?
Well, I went to leadership. I transferred to George Mason from Virginia Tech last fall. Been here about a year now. I was not involved with anything here on campus, didn't really know a whole lot of people, so I kind of went into leadership with the goal of learning a few things, meeting some people, and hopefully using it as a springboard to get involved more on campus.
Okay. What did you enjoy most about your experience at leadership?
What I enjoyed most was definitely the friendships that I made. You're only there for 5 days, but you get to know people very, very well. Your family clusters, the group as a whole. You're with these guys 24 hours a day for 5 days in a row, and you're all sharing a lot of things you wouldn't share with people that you know that you met that recently. So that was definitely my favorite part, was definitely meeting these kind of people that I otherwise would not have met.
And how did leadership impact your involvement on campus?
Well, I'm now currently very active in the lead office here, the Leadership Education Development Office with Lisa and Nick. So I guess that's definitely something that I've gotten involved with more. I'm president of the Lead Scholars, the National Honor Society for Leadership here on campus. I'm also part of L Team, which you might be able to touch on at some point tonight also. I'm also involved with a couple other organizations, and I have a couple other executive positions and a couple other National Honor Societies, student organizations about security issues, etc. So I've definitely seen a huge increase in what I've done here on campus.
And a new question that wasn't originally given to you.
Okay.
What is your year and what's your major?
I'm a senior, and my major is Criminology, Law, and Society with the concentration on Homeland Security and Justice.
Cool. What are some of your takeaways from leadership?
My biggest takeaways were definitely pertaining to the values aspect of the week. We learned a lot about qualities of a leader, methods of leadership as a whole. But my biggest thing was the values, through which you lead and how you live your life and everything along those lines.
And can you tell us a little bit about what your core values are and how they guide your actions?
Absolutely. Well, my T-shirt here that I made at Leadership.
Let me zoom in on that and check that fine artwork out you have.
I made this in about 10 minutes. So pretty proud of my artwork. Are we all set? We good?
Hold on, let me get you back in. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, as you can see on my T-shirt, some of my personal values are justice, service, community. I also have written down patriotism, integrity, things like that. My goal is to get involved in the national security community, definitely help the safety of my country and do something along those lines. So I think reinforcing those values for a week with motivated people who think a lot of the same things that I do and have a lot of the same high standards, I guess. Everybody's there for a reason. Everybody's there to improve themselves and those around them. And I think that just being around those kind of people definitely helps improve your own value set.
And one of the big taglines that leadership offers is having a healthy disregard for the impossible. What is your commitment to having a healthy disregard for the impossible?
Well, my commitment, the vision that I approached the week with, as part of Leadership, you create a vision. I think some of the panel members up here are going to share with you their visions as well. Mine pertains to the safety of America. Kind of a broad vision, and definitely something that at first glance would be something that you would seem to be impossible. So I think just a commitment to reinforce my values and my own future paths to approach that subject of national security and definitely making an impact in the community. I think that's something that, at first glance, it's such a huge issue and such a broad scope that you would think it's impossible. But just any impact I can make, obviously, is a step in the right direction. So that's where I'm going with that.
And you said your major was what again?
Homeland Security and Justice.
And do you see any correlation between your major and kind of your vision and your takeaways from leadership?
Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, a lot of my values are something that I find pretty consistent within the community. I work for Homeland Security also, so I've seen a lot of those same ideals and values shared with some of the people that I work with. I'm getting more involved in that aspect of things as well, and I think that the values that I am hoping or I'm planning to live my life by, that I'm attempting to live my life by, and incorporate in my everyday activities and everything I think that definitely pertains to what I'm trying to do. I definitely think that Leadership helped reinforce those values and definitely gave me a better idea of where I wanted to take those.
And if a student came to you and said they were interested in going to Leadership, what is something that you would tell them?
Definitely go. Like I said, I didn't really know what it was myself before I went. Again, I just went to try to get involved and meet some new people here on campus, and it turned out to be so much more than I thought it was. I'm still best friends with a lot of the people that I was at Leadership with. We hang out every week. I see them on campus and organizations and some of the things that I do around campus. Once you're with those people for a week, that's definitely something, you see them around campus. You never forget a face, you never forget a name. You always have somebody to get lunch with, hang out with. You see them walking around, you always say hi. So I definitely think that's something that you don't want to miss out on.
And is there anything else you'd like to share with our guests today?
Yikes. Anything else I'd like to share? Shoot for the stars. Never let anybody tell you no. Give me some more values. Live by your own values. Don't let anybody compromise who you are. How's that? Be true to yourself and be awesome.
Very
and
nice.
Go to Leadership.
Thanks, Zach.
Thanks.